Good morning. Welcome into Hometown Heartbeat. I am Zach Walker, your big, beautiful bearded host. We've got a bit of an echo here. Is that on your side, Will, or my side? We had some technical difficulties yet again this morning, but that is at this point to be expected, I guess. We are. I'm a little flustered. Got Boomer here. Got Sandee Lou Who. Got producer Connor. We're just wired up here. Everybody alive?
Alive.
Yeah.
Hello. Whatever the issue was last time we had this echo, probably need to execute Battle Drill 1 Alpha there. But yesterday was fashion show.
How was that?
How was that?
I need to ask you.
Oh, I was fashioned up, boy. I'm talking about I was all kinds of fashion. I had fashion for days. Yeah, well, let's ask producer Connor. What did producer Connor think about my fashion?
Your fashion?
Yeah.
Oh, your fashion was sweet. I think Dallas would call it a fresh fit.
A fresh fit?
I think Dallas would call it drip.
I was dripping, but I didn't get wet.
Yeah. So I think you had it really good, and your style matched your
personality.
Yeah, your personality.
Good.
On stage, because you strutted.
I definitely did that. So it was there was not a lot of flavor to the fashion show, as you might imagine.
Do we have like
photos?
There's
video.
Okay.
I gotta see the video.
There's video. We just cannot get it. We've got a little copyright issue with the old tuber here. So Connor's going to work on clipping out the little spot there of my strut.
Yes.
Clip that out so we can show my strut.
Yes.
Will do.
Because let me tell you something, folks. I freaking strutted.
Did you?
Oh, I strutted.
Did you have music that you came out to? What was your song
I
of
don't
choice?
know. They picked it for me.
Oh, they picked it for
I didn't have much
Did
of a choice.
you work at practicing your strut?
No. I was standing with Dale Jackson and Yaffe from 2 to 5 afternoon show here on WVNN, and we were trying to figure out. I mean, Dale was going to give me $100 to take my shirt off. I contemplated it.
Yeah, you did that yesterday morning, and yeah, it shouldn't have happened.
Yeah, that was an accident for sure. Yeah.
Are you pale?
If you missed it, that's
don't
the reason
go
why
back.
you should be watching.
Yeah, don't go back and watch that. If you missed that, don't go back and watch that. So, but yeah, so that was we had a good time there. We obviously were the official live stream provider, which was fun. Connor, tell them about what you told me yesterday when you had your crowning moment there at the fashion show.
Yeah, so we brought in Senator Marsha Blackburn of Tennessee via Skype, and I was the one that was running that call, and it's the first time I really coordinated a Skype call with an important person. And we didn't have any time to test it that morning. Their people wanted to test 10 minutes before she went on, and that's not a test so much as it is the production.
Yeah.
But I got her up, and Tommy Tuberville spoke for like 5 minutes before she went on, and she was there for the entire speech. So on my screen, I had Tommy Tuberville on my screen speaking, and then I had Marsha Blackburn watching him speak, preparing to speak on the other side of the screen.
Connor was like a pig in slop.
Like I've got 2% of the next Senate on my screen right here. This is kind of cool.
I know, right? Exactly.
And I'm over here like, isn't that Auburn's old football coach? It's so funny because you had all these elected officials running around, and they were all in their suits and in their elected official uniforms, as it were. And then you had at the back of the line, it was all elected officials, and then there were a couple radio personalities. There were 2 pair of jeans worn in the entire place. And that would be 2 of the 3 radio personalities in the back. So I rocked a pair of black jeans with my Jordan, my Air Jordan 1s, number 1s, the original Air Jordan. They were actually Mason's shoes that after he passed, his mother was gracious enough to allow me to have. So they come out very rarely and for very special. Now, we do have to address one thing. A nice lady just decided, she was joking, but she just walked up and stepped on my shoe. Like, just walked up and stepped on him.
What?
And then walked away like it was a funny joke. And I was like, lady, if you only knew I was about to punch you in the face right now. I mean, people don't know. I mean, I get it. Like, they don't know that these shoes are the shoes of my late son that passed away in a car accident, and that mean the world to me. But still, I don't understand. Hey, folks, don't just walk up to people and step on their shoes for no reason. Don't be that guy.
Or that lady.
Or that lady in this case. You don't want to be that guy.
It's very odd.
Yeah,
She not like
no.
Michael
Very
Jordan? What
odd.
was there had to have been some beef.
Yeah.
Maybe she didn't like you or something. There had to be some kind of way just to.
I don't care what your story. I mean, I do care. Like that story.
Yeah,
is,
that would
story
definitely.
is very
Yeah.
emotional. Like that gets you in the heart and everything because it is a special story. But I don't care what your story is behind your shoes. Don't step on your shoes. Don't step on somebody else's shoes. Like that's ridiculous. That's
Yeah, well, it's
so
just
weird.
a little over the top, just a little over the top for sure. So, but you know, so I was definitely the only one there in Jordans. That's for sure.
Love
So it was a lot of fun. We had a good time. Really efficient in and out. We had the live stream. Well, we're trying to figure out a way to get it out to everybody now that it was a paid event live if you wanted to watch it that way. But now that it's over, they're working on trying to find a way. We uploaded it to YouTube without thinking about the fact that copyright would probably eat it alive, and it did. So we're working on a way to get it out to you, the people, so you can watch. Not just me. Mo Brooks had another great moment. He got out there and walked across stage, took his jacket off. He had a short sleeve shirt on underneath it, which is pretty solid. Very, very NASA in the 80s kind of a look. So, but yeah, so the little fashion show recap. We're gonna take a break. When we come back, we'll jump into everything else. Hopefully, I'll be less flustered. We'll be ready to roll. So you're listening to Hometown Heartbeat Boomer the Beard. Be right back.
You're listening to Hometown Heartbeat.
Though the world is full of wonders to amaze you as you roam, some of life's greatest treasures are found very close to home.
Find your own treasures at Highway 31 Flea Market. We have it all. Lots of furniture, both painted and project pieces, along with chairs, tables, televisions, books, and so much more. Our prices are unbeatable with products you'll love. Maybe you're looking for a bed frame or maybe some tools. You'll find a great selection right here at Highway 31 Flea Market. We also have all kinds of collectibles and antiques. Want even more deals? You can jump on board with our week-long online auctions, beginning every Tuesday at 7 p.m. It's simple. You can join the auction at fleamarket.highbid.com. That's fleamarket.hibid.com. And be sure to visit us Monday through Saturday from 9 till 5 at Highway 31 Flea Market on Highway 31 South in Athens. What will you find when you shop Highway 31 Flea Market?
This is Mike 4 years ago. This is Mike having the same conversation with Debbie just last month. And today, he's at it again.
What's that, Mike?
I said our house is still underwater.
How do you know? Have you had it appraised lately?
Well, no.
Has the coronavirus made your life less financially stable? Are you worried about your next mortgage payment? Reed's Family REI is a family-based real estate investing company ready to buy your house for cash in any area or condition and close in 2 weeks. You don't have to fix it up. There's no agent fees, and we handle the closing costs. Selling a home can be very stressful, and Wyatt Reed and his team at Reed's Family REI will put together the best possible offer for your specific needs. Sell your home fast with Reed's Family REI. 931-292-2875. That's 931-292-2875. And online at reedsfamilyrei.org. Reed's Family REI. Creative real estate experts for all your buying or selling needs.
It's your news now. WVNN. Depend on it.
Welcome back to Hometown Heartbeat. I am Zach Walker, your big, beautiful, bearded host here. Boomer the Beard, Sandee Lou Who, producer Connor, checking in with you this morning. If you missed us in the first segment, we a little bit of a struggle this morning on some of the old technological advancements we've made here in the studio, but we are working through it and seeing seeing what we can come up with. I'm sure we'll figure something good out here. But man, we've got a lot to talk about. We got a whole lot to talk about. That is just it just got me fired up a little bit this morning. I don't know about you guys, but something about strutting down the old runway there just get you fired up. You know, I mean, I just feel like I've done something I've always wanted to do.
You want to be a model?
Always wanted to be a model. Yeah, something I've aspired to my entire life, really. So I'm glad I was able to check that off the list. But
Quick, get Cabela's on the phone.
I'm confused.
What? Get Cabela's on the phone.
You would be a good fashion model for like Cabela and Gander Mountain, and
I would be a good fashion model for Cabela's or.
You like to
Gander Mountain.
fish? I mean, that would be your sweet spot, right?
Well, I think so.
Yeah, wasn't an insult or nothing. I'm just trying
Well,
to.
I can't ever tell with you, okay? I can't ever tell with you, and I don't like the way that feels sometimes, okay? All right? So.
Oh, call Joseph A. Banks.
Oh, man. Okay.
I see blue jeans in their ads all the time.
Technical difficulty.
He's kind of
technical difficulty fixed for the record. For the record, except for Sandee's mic, but we'll fix that later. All right, so I have a couple things coming up. I just want to I want to make sure that we give everybody the correct opportunity to discuss their feelings. Is there anything out there we need to discuss this morning, guys?
Feeling.
Yeah. Well, my son, for one, is learning how to spit a loogie.
Hey, it's about that time.
Boys are disgusting.
Nah.
Oh my gosh! Like they're a whole different ballgame. I've got.
But what do women do with loogies?
We don't have them.
Oh, stop
we blow
it!
Our nose. That's what we do. We don't sit there and like.
And we don't pass gas. We piffle. Psst.
You what?
Oh no, I never said that. No. Never.
Back to spitting.
That.
Sorry.
Okay, we've gone a little further than I'd like to go.
No, but my son, he's learned how to spit a loogie. Like, he'll get, like, the disgusting stuff in his mouth, and he'll put it out on his tongue and stick his tongue between his lips and let it sort of hang there, and then he'll suck it back in. Oh! It is so disgusting. Oh, it's so gross. So, yeah, like, this is my first, so I've got a grandson that is older than my son. That's a whole other story within itself. But, like, my grandson, he never did any of this stuff. At least not to my knowledge. Now, there were some boy things that he did that we can't really talk about on the air. But my little guy is like, he's all about being a boy. And if it's disgusting, he's going to love it even more.
I'm in.
Is he practicing this in the yard or is it in the house?
Oh, it's everywhere. Everywhere we go. Everywhere. Like, he'll just have it dangling on his tongue.
Easy.
So gross. So gross.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
You have any insight on that to help her out?
With the dangling? No, I don't. No dangly advice there. Unfortunately, the advice I do have, though, is I'm a fashion model. I'm a fashion model. I'm a fashion model.
Oh,
sorry. I just had to get that out. I just need to say it once. I'm good now. And I got our little technical snafu fixed. Will Hampson says we sound like Milky Smooth.
Nice.
We're good. All good here. I can become unflustered, and then we can start over again. Welcome into Hometown Heartbeat. I am Zach Walker. I'm just kidding. But I had your intro fixed today.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, and then I didn't even have a chance to read it. So everybody know James Van Der Beek? Van Der Beek, Dawson's Creek, Van Der Beek. You know James Van Der Beek. Look him up. Sandee, I know.
I never watched Dawson's Creek.
Because when Dawson's Creek came on, y'all were both well beyond that. When Dawson's Creek came on, that was like right in the middle of my generation's upper childhood.
And I watched manly shows.
Yeah, like you watched Chips when you were a kid, and Howdy Doody,
Grizzly Adams,
yeah, and Dallas,
the Dukes of Hazzard,
the original run, not the Jessica Simpson version. And so James Van Der Beek is moving his family from L.A. to Texas, right? Which, thank God, because L.A.'s awful. But he put out a tweet yesterday, which was pretty telling, which I think is pretty, I don't know, I like it. So they, on their way to Texas, stopped in New Mexico, and there's this guy flying this parachute thing with a fan strapped to his back. And he says, at the park in Beverly Hills, good Lord, at the park in Beverly Hills near the house we just moved away from, you were not allowed to fly a kite. Also, not allowed at any park in Beverly Hills, riding a bicycle, climbing a tree, throwing a ball, learning anything from an instructor, using weights, cones, any type of pad, wearing cleats, not even rubber ones. You couldn't use the batting cage they just built right next to the baseball field. Not saying I want to fly a parachute with a fan strapped to my back like this guy, but when people ask why we're moving our kids out of L.A., these are just some of the reasons. You mean to tell me in probably the most beautiful state in the country, one of the top 5 most beautiful states in the country, in one of the biggest, everybody thinks, L.A., they're just better than we are, right? You can't ride a bike. You can't throw a ball. You can't wear cleats. You can't use the new, hold on a minute. They took your tax money. They built a batting cage near a baseball field, and you can't even use it.
Because they're pooping in the streets.
Okay.
That's what I've heard.
Nothing like Boomer to just run a point into a wall.
I love it.
That's true. I wouldn't want to play baseball and ride a bike with poop in the streets.
So in the park, in the isolated park here, the poop in the streets, I get you. Okay, totally makes sense. Totally tracking. Got it. Totally got it. Thank you for that, buddy.
Well, fake news.
Run it into the wall.
Fake news, I guess.
Run it into the wall. Hard. Crash it hard. Total it. Can't drive it again. Run it into the wall. Trump campaign says rapper Ice Cube adds input to black community, the plan for the black community, and people are losing their ever-loving minds. When we come back from the break here in a minute, that's what we're going to talk about, because heaven forbid a black person actually talked to Donald Trump. Oh, my goodness. Is there a hole in your mouth over there, Sandee?
I think so.
Like, I just look up, she's drinking coffee, and it's just running all down her cheek. It's just,
my head was tilted to one side too much.
She's
threw off her equilibrium, and then that just, just everywhere.
And I got it on my Harley sweatshirt.
Oh, no, not my Harley sweatshirt.
She's practicing how to spit a loogie.
Yay! We should have a loogie spitting contest.
No, we should not.
I think it'd be a good idea. You're listening to Hometown Heartbeat, Blue and the Beard. Sandee the Who, producer Connor this morning. We are fired up. We're finally settled in. We got things going like we like it. We'll be right back.
You're listening to Hometown Heartbeat. This is News Talk 770 AM, 925 FM, WVNN. News starts now.
Early voting numbers continue to shatter records. More than 16 million ballots have already been cast, 5 times as many as at this time in 2016. Voting began Wednesday in Chicago. Some people, though, like Charles Giles, experienced delays. He says he got in line at 8:30, wasn't able to cast his ballot until 11.
The people before me that stood in line for me to give me this opportunity to stand here, I'm pretty sure they went through much more than I had to do.
President Trump and Joe Biden will continue to make their pitches to voters tonight, not in a head-to-head debate, but in dueling town halls. The president's takes place in Florida. The former vice president will speak with Philadelphia voters. That airs on ABC. Election mail must be prioritized by the U.S. Postal Service, part of a settlement reached over a lawsuit filed by the governor of Montana. Settlement also means the post office will reverse its recent changes that led to slower delivery times. Number of COVID-19 cases in the U.S. increased by 17% for the week ending October 13th. Hospitalizations in Wisconsin now at their all-time high. Brian Clark, ABC News.
If your computer stopped working, your business will grind to a standstill. This is Zach Walker, your big, beautiful bearded host. For my friends over at Simple Helix, the cost of a full-time IT department is really just unreasonable. Call Simple Helix today at 256-975-4758. They never take a vacation and cost far less than a full-time employee or staff. This new normal we live in has us working from home and remoting in all the time, so 24-hour support is more important than ever. Reliable and safe access for you and your employees doesn't get more simple than Simple Helix. 256-975-4758. That's 975-4758. Tell them the Beard sent you.
Rush. Trump campaign wants the Biden campaign to allow a third party to inspect the ears of the debaters for electronic devices. The president has consented to this, obviously, but Biden has not. The Biden campaign requested 2 breaks, one every 30 minutes during the program, which was denied by the Trump team. The Biden camp doesn't think their guy can get through the 90-minute debate without a couple of breaks.
Get it right with Rush on WVNN.
Karen's a quilter.
Karen's Quality Quilts. Quality custom quilts quickly.
How's the quilting business, Karen?
Kind of quiet. My quest to quadruple my quilting sales has created a quagmire.
Can I be candid, Karen?
Okay.
You need a website that can encompass the quality of your quilts.
I know quilts, but I know no computers. They're confusing.
But there are people who know coding like you know quilting.
Who's that?
I'm glad you asked. Web Underdog creates websites that don't just catch the eye, they catch customers. And they're as user-friendly for you as they are for your clients. We build high-quality, clean, well-coded, custom designs for organizations of all sizes that are affordable, professional, and specially made for your brand and visitors. Outside of responsive web design, Web Underdog also offers search engine optimization, website management, and so much more. Give your business the professional touch and contact Web Underdog for a free web design quote. Call 256-998-0667. That's 998-0667 and online at webunderdog.com. Web Underdog, your local web design and SEO agency.
The talk station in Alabama, WVNN. Depend on it.
Hey, 3 minutes past the bottom of the hour. What just happened? I am Zach Walker, your big, beautiful, bearded host here of Boomer and the Beard, Hometown Heartbeat. We've got producer Connor. We've got Sandee Lou Who. We've got the party started and a uncooperative sound board. So there's that. Sandee, can I hear you?
Absolutely.
There she is. Not really. Let me adjust that. So here she is to save the day.
Yes.
Better
than Mighty Mouse.
I don't know about all that.
Absolutely I am. Hello.
Hey, there she is. So I don't know about all that, but she's here, and that's all that matters. So what you guys what do we have over here this morning? Yes, right? Nope. Yep.
Oh, you want to talk about that?
You're dang right I do.
Oh, no.
What's a dictionary?
Connor, what is a dictionary's purpose?
To catalog the English language.
Okay.
As it is spoken.
Okay. I like that. I like that a lot.
Apparently it changes on the fly.
Apparently.
Based on senators from Hawaii. They control Webster's Dictionary.
Yep. Did you hear that conversation? Yes. Did you hear the senator from Hawaii?
I did not know.
Oh, okay. You need to pull that clip up.
What was this at the confirmation hearing?
Yes, and the senator from Hawaii embarrassed. I guess
2 times, not just the changing.
I guess when you realize you can't Kavanaugh a woman.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really what they're trying to do. They're trying to Kavanaugh a woman.
What
but
would
go
happen?
ahead. Let's go ahead and jump into. Let's hold on a minute.
Okay.
We're going to let Connor find that clip, and we'll set that up, and we'll bring that in maybe next segment. But I want to hear talk me through this here, boss.
So basically, the Webster's Dictionary changed the definition of sexual preference to include the word offensive, because Democrats slammed Supreme Court nominee Amy Coney Barrett for using the term Tuesday. They say that the phrase sexual preference means that they had a choice, and it's offensive to the LGBTQ plus community. Which, it was kind of ironic. I was watching TV last night before I went to bed at 7, and I
love that he added.
When you laugh at your own joke before anybody else gets to laugh at it, does that mean it's a bad joke? I'm just curious.
No, it's good. Sometimes when you laugh at yourself, it's good.
So continue.
But what they did, it was actually Tucker Carlson was going back, and he says, okay, so now today, sexual preference is offensive. And he's like, but let's go back and see all the people that have used it in the last 3 or 4 or 5 months. And they played Ruth Bader Ginsburg. They played tons of stuff from Biden. They played stuff from Harris. Everybody that you could think of in the Democratic Party is using this whole sexual preference. And it's like, how can you go and then try to just find something on this woman, which we kind of talked about. Me and my wife were talking about it last night, and I said, it's so sad we live in a world where, like, the whole thing is to make females, they're equal, they're smart, they can do everything a man can do. And then when you have a female who is incredibly brilliant, graduated the top of her class at Notre Dame, she's a mother of 7, she's adopted 2 kids from Haiti, done all this and been a mom, and all of a sudden you ask her questions like, have you ever committed sexual assault? It blows me away because my wife and I were like, I would think, I have stepdaughters, I have 3 of them, but I would think, wow, we've got the perfect female role model for young girls and adult girls to look at, and we're just going to trash her just because we don't want her to be in the spot so we lose control.
Yeah.
And that's just sad to me. But anyway,
it's
now
extremely sad. Everybody is so caught up with hate and just offensive type behavior that they can't even see in front of them. Like they cannot fathom how this is a good person. Like she's already like put out there at how neutral she will be. And you have to be when you're in a position that way. Like, I don't get it.
Yeah, Hirono said that the phrase sexual preference is offensive and is an outdated term.
Yes.
Which I'm like,
I don't know
I
how
said
it's
it yesterday.
outdated. I don't know how it's outdated. You got that clip pulled up, Connor? Are we ready to roll there? Connor, I think of all the people in the room that this is going to bother you the most. I'm ready when you are.
To ensure the fitness of nominees for a lifetime appointment to the federal bench or to any of the other positions for any of the committees on which they appear, I ask each nominee these 2 questions, and I will ask them of you. Since you became a legal adult, have you ever made unwanted requests for sexual favors or committed any verbal or physical harassment or assault of a sexual nature?
No, Senator Hirono.
Have you ever faced discipline or entered into a settlement related to this kind of conduct?
No, Senator.
Like, are you?
They're really showing.
Are you kidding me? Like, you talking about okay, first of all, let's just be clear about something. One thing. All these people have already undergone some level of background checks to attain the position they're in, okay? They've all been vetted. She knew the answer to that question before she ever asked it.
Yes.
It was the only thing she could do to embarrass this woman, and that was her only goal. Like, our freaking government procedures have become, I mean, we are a banana republic. It's official. Like, this is the most unbelievable thing I've ever witnessed in my life. Connor, how did that make you feel?
I mean, that's if she really does ask that to every.
There's
nominee,
no chance she asked that to everyone, dude.
Yeah, but if she does, I don't think that she was targeted necessarily, but I think it's a dumb question to ask. If she asks it, I mean, but I don't know. I'd have to look.
I would then turn around and say, does every time she asks that question, does it happen on national TV in a big hearing in front of the entire world? I mean, that's a question that if you need to ask it, doing it on freaking C-SPAN in front of the entire world while everyone's watching is clearly an attention grab, an attempt at targeting to harass. It's just the grandstanding that we've become used to. And so I don't know. She knew the answer to the question before she asked it.
Isn't she one of the ones who did not want to have, like, isn't
Well,
she
yeah.
one of the ones who, like, went out and spoke out against her?
Well,
and
yeah.
was like, I will not attend these meetings. I will not have her join the ranks. Like, this is not going to happen. Like, I think that she was one of them that was interviewed and was very hateful.
Well, what would have happened in the vice presidential debate if Mike Pence would have said to Kamala Harris, did you ever have an affair with a man to advance your career?
Uh-oh.
What would have happened?
Oh, he would have been mansplaining. He would have been crucified. And guess what? He knew the answer beforehand, and it was that would be one affirmative. It would be affirmative. Yes, I did sleep my way to the top.
But that would have been too personal. You're getting in their personal
Not
life.
only personal, it would have been mansplaining, which is a term I don't even understand to begin with. But
I just can't imagine going to a mom of 7 with the integrity that she has and go,
Yes.
have you ever committed sexual assault?
Yeah.
Have you ever touched anyone where they didn't want to be touched?
Yeah, just ridiculous.
Have you ever whistled at a construction worker as he walked down the street?
That just goes to prove that they have nothing on this woman and they are lost.
Good Lord, they are so friggin' mad. They don't have a thing they can say. Like when you can't Kavanaugh them, what do?
And Barrett's response was,
No,
I think, was amazing.
No, Senator. No, Senator. Hiroshima. No, Senator Nagasaki. I mean, that's unbelievable. I just don't. I don't know. Yeah.
But her response, Barrett's response, was incredible in the fact that she just said, I may not agree with certain things, but I'm always going to judge based on what the law says. Not, I may not necessarily agree with same-sex marriage, but the law says that is okay. But she knows in her heart, probably since she's a Christian, that there's a bigger law in play that she'll be able to live by.
Yeah, the law that matters the most, unfortunately, for all these people on the left, it's a big dude. All this is grand. This is one big grandstand. That's all it is. It's just a big grandstand, and ultimately, there's not a lot we can do to change it right now. We just have to kind of live through it and figure out,
Maybe
what.
later in the show we'll play the Amy Klobuchar exchange with her. That was one of the smartest. I felt dumb just listening to Barrett's answers. Like, okay, I'm dumb. She's very smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, and at some point today we've got to address. We've let it go for 2 days, and it's unacceptable. Unacceptable? Good gracious! Is it Monday? It's unacceptable that we have not discussed this cougar chasing this man down the mountain for 6 minutes. Have you guys seen that video?
It's insane.
I'm talking about Connor. Have you seen that one? It's nutso.
Yet another confirmation that I'll never hike.
Well, it would have taken me about 6 seconds before rounds were flying downrange. I'm just saying. Oh my goodness, Nick Saban has coronavirus. Did you guys hear that? Football Jesus is sick.
I think we need to have a moment of silence for that.
I think Steve Sarkisian, if they don't beat Georgia, this is beautiful for Saban though. If they don't beat Georgia, he can be like, it's Sark's fault. Fire him and move on.
Conspiracy.
Yep, conspiracy theory. He's not actually sick. He's faking it because he's scared of Georgia. There, I said it. 1-866-494-9866. Nick Saban scared of Georgia. 1-866-494-WVNN. He doesn't even have coronavirus. He's scared to death of him. He knows he's going to get that tail whooped, and he's hiding out at the house. Bet Sark can do it. Let's blame it on Sark. Yeah, that's right. You have something to say? Call me. 1-866-494-WVNN. Let's go to a break. When we come back, we'll talk more about Nick Saban hiding from Georgia because he's scared. That's right. You're listening to Hometown RV the Beard. I am Zach Walker, your beautiful bearded host. We'll be right back.
You're listening to Hometown Heartbeat.
You go as hard as you can. And then a little harder.
And it was like I stepped funny,
Mm-hmm.
and I could barely walk on it.
Okay, let's take a look.
At Lang Chiropractic, we'll help your sports performance and your overall health by improving your range of motion, flexibility, relieving inflammation, and so much more. Focusing to improve your health and wellness in all areas of your life. Whether you're having trouble with back pain, neck pain, or just want to start feeling better when you wake up in the morning, Dr. David Lang is focused on a whole person approach, finding those underlying causes and creating a personalized plan for your individual needs. Schedule your visit by calling 256-444-1600. That's 444-1600. 800 at Lane Chiropractic on Highway 72 East in Athens in the Publix Shopping Center. Visit us online at lanechiropracticcenter.com. Lane Chiropractic, we've got your back. Come see us today.
You don't need a diet. That's work. You don't need a stylist. They're overrated. And you don't need to hang out with older or fatter people just to seem better in comparison either. All you need are these masters of video production. They'll make you look good.
Make your videos look good with Cotton Row Productions, the official live stream provider of Hometown Heartbeat and The Dale Jackson Show. We can handle events, church live streams, and your digital advertising. Call Cotton Row Productions today, 256-289-7355. That's 289-7355.
What's better than pizza? That's right, nothing. Well, maybe except for the many ways you can eat it. I like thinner crust. Oh, and with a side of ranch.
I'll take mine with a pretty crazy assortment of toppings. Thousands. With a side of wings. Hot ones.
Pizza. It's a beautiful thing and found all over the world. But for your slice of the pie here locally, you want to try Donato's Pizza in Madison. Enjoy our famous pizzas loaded with edge-to-edge toppings, 100 slices of pepperoni, the family recipe sausage, fresh hand-cut veggies, and premium cheeses like our aged smoked provolone. You'll notice the Donato's difference. But why stop there? We also offer subs, calzones, wings, and desserts. Don't keep eating those same old leftovers. Make tonight a Donato's night with Donato's Pizza on Madison Boulevard in Madison. Call 256-772-6789. That's 772-6789. And online at Donatos.com. Donato's Pizza, where every piece is important.
Where is your haircut gone? We know you don't get out as much. You don't drive by your regular sport clips and pop in for that MVP haircut experience that is so much more than a haircut. But isn't it worth getting out for? For that legendary hot steam towel for your face, massaging shampoo that makes you melt into your seat. Oh man, you remember that, right? We found your haircut. It's right where you left it. Sport Clips. It's good to be a guy.
This is News Talk 770 AM, 92.5 FM, WVNN.
Bow down. Welcome back. 11 minutes to the top of the hour. I am Zach Walker, your beautiful bearded host of Hometown Heartbeat with Boomer and the Beard. We are wired up, fired up, ready to go, and we've been talking about how Nick Saban's scared of Georgia. So he's scared. He doesn't want none. He doesn't want Georgia, so he's faking the coronavirus. You think that's a popular opinion?
Depends on where you're at. Probably in Auburn.
I bet if my buddy Brett Mansfield was listening right now, he'd be pretty fired up about this. He's a firefighter. He might be up. I might call him. In fact, I might actually try to call him.
Just go right ahead.
Well, I'm not going to do it on the air.
I guess they got to get tested, but as you're watching the video with him, it was like, I'm not sick. I don't have any symptoms. I'm like, well, why'd you get tested? They have to.
They have to, like, all the time.
Yeah.
Just wish they could tell they've proven that if you don't have any symptoms that it's contagious. I don't think they've been able to prove that yet.
No. Well, they haven't really proved anything with this virus. So
No. And everything changes every
daily,
minute.
Literally daily. So yeah. I've got a question for you, Will Hampson. Can you join us here? Okay, Will.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy. How are you? You doing pretty good over there this morning? You sound just fired up.
I am doing well. After we got up off the ground here.
Yeah, it took us a little while. And it was like one of them fat belly planes. It had a little extra weight in there, and we were just putting down the runway. Couldn't quite get her up off the ground, but we're up, we're flying, we're ready to roll. I got a question. I want to get your overall feeling on these confirmation hearings. I mean, you're the political genius of this bunch. Between you and Connor knows more about politics. He'll forget more than I know, and he's never even voted in an election. So we're surrounded by really smart people, and oftentimes I think we neglect that. So tell me what your thoughts are on this confirmation hearing. I'd like to hear.
It's been pretty mundane so far. I mean, I think it's pretty clear she's immensely qualified. It's also pretty clear that the Democrats are trying not to overstep too much. They obviously have to put up their a little bit of a fight, but I mean, I think everyone on both sides knows that it's kind of a done deal. The votes are there, and so they're just posturing, try and get in better position for November the 3rd.
Yeah, that's all it ever is. Really, it seems like. So, well, that's good. I was just curious what your thoughts were. I just feel I don't know. It's like it's become. Who was that fella that we need to find this clip? This fella got up there and just like he had clips. He had like these graphics that he kept wanting to. He never asked a single question. It was literally like talking about some money or dark money or something like that. And he had these graphics that he stood up and he kept dropping them, and it was just hilarious because he was clearly just grandstanding, and he had these pictures that he kept holding, and he would drop them every time he'd pick it up. He'd drop it. And did you guys see that Zoom where they tried to bring the person in via Zoom? Connor and I were watching or listening to that. Remember where they were trying to bring the person in, and it was like, "Hello, can you please say something? Are you there?" And you just hear this the whole time, just. And they're like, "We can hear you tapping. You could just say something." It was so good. What's funny is we understand that feeling way too well. Let me tell you something. Hey, when Senator Marsha Blackburn came on the screen with no test yesterday, and we had Tiffany Noel. I love her to death. Love her more today than I did yesterday. Loved her more yesterday than I did the day before. She's awesome. She's the president of the Republican Women of Huntsville. But how many times does she look at us, Connor, and say, I'm only trusting you with my biggest event of the year"?
Oh yeah, she.
No pressure.
No pressure whatsoever.
Because she really wanted us to test with Marsha Blackburn, and we really wanted to test with their camp, but we were told we do Skype interviews every week. It's like, oh, well, okay. Yeah. And so when that video went live, I saw Connor do this right now. Like,
did I really do that? I don't even
oh,
remember.
my goodness. You look like Lane Kiffin on the sideline when Tua Tagovailoa let a pass go and he knew it was a touchdown. It was unbelievable. Arms went straight up in the air. John David looks over, Innovative Media Pros, John David Crowe, he looked over, he goes, "How are you doing that? That's really cool." I was like, "John David, you didn't think we were going to pull this?" Like, you knew this was the plan, and now that we're pulling it off, you're asking me how we're doing it? Now's the time to ask me how we're doing it? I guess he didn't think we were going to pull it off. I guess he didn't think
John David.
I guess he didn't think we had that shot in the bag.
He's fantastic.
Oh man, he is such a calming presence too. Like because I'm a pretty high-strung fella. I know it's probably hard for y'all to believe, but he just stayed calm.
Yeah, well, I
cool,
don't think I would ever
collected
label John David as cool, calm, and collective.
Really?
Yeah, no. He's the one that comes into my salon and he goes, "Oh my gosh, I love it when you wash that part of my body."
Yeah, but that's that's excitement.
Yeah,
that's excitable.
No.
That's
pressure,
excitable.
Under stress, he can really keep his cool.
I guess because I know him so much more. Like, he's like my brother. Like, honestly, we've known each other for a very long time. Mm-hmm. And he is seriously like my brother. And I guess
is
I
he
see
seriously or unseriously?
He is
like your brother.
Very seriously
Okay,
like my brother,
just curious.
yes. And I guess I see a whole different side of him.
Yeah,
But hey, he did good for y'all. So there you go.
I feel like you're ragging on John David right now.
Never would I rag on my brother.
I feel like you're pretty.
I wish he would call me so you could see his picture that I have.
Oh no,
Are you calling him now?
Oh yeah, we're gonna. Work
no,
on that.
I want him to call me.
No, but
you
won't be on the air. But you won't be on the air. I'm gonna put him on the air, and we're gonna discuss. You kind of ragging on him.
Oh, he knows I love him.
Well, we're about to find out.
Look, you need to follow him on Instagram.
I'm pretty sure
he's got the best pictures and the videos of him and his little girl and his beautiful wife. They're fantastic.
Now she's backpedaling.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to figure out here.
No, I'll say it even because he's going to say lots of things about me, so it's okay. Look at that. Check that out. Yep. See? Yeah. The picture is worth 1,000 words. Can we see? Oh, yeah. Yep. There you go. Look at that. Lovely. If you're on YouTube right now watching us, You're seeing the awesome John David Crowe getting his head shined by me. It's fantastic.
Yeah, we're gonna have to talk. We're gonna give him a. He said I'm awake, but I need to get up. So I think that means I'm laying in bed awake. So let's give him a moment. But we're gonna have to address this because you're ragging on him pretty hard, and I don't think it's a fair. I don't think it's fair. I think everybody out there. Apparently,
bring it, John David. I'm ready for you, buddy.
Apparently, there's a large contingent of people that go to your church that listen to our show, and so I'd maybe like to hear what they have to say too. 866-494-9866. If you attend Friendship Cambridge or Friendship Methodist, and you know John David and Sandee Krantz, I think it's time to come. We're going to have to let the listeners speak here. Another thing I've been asked to do is what?
I have no T in my last name.
I said Krantz. Like what?
You said Krantz.
No, I didn't. The T was silent.
I'm sorry, Sandee. I got to take Zach's out.
No, he said a T in my last name.
Pretty sure Kranz is not a hard name to pronounce.
Well, you would be surprised.
I'm not at all surprised. You're welcome.
Uh-huh.
He said you're not going to just trash talk without hearing from him. So we're gonna talk to John David after the break. Another thing we're gonna do is we need to hear from you. I've caught a lot of flack on Boomer and the Beard. I'm not going to lie to you.
Why?
Caught a lot of flack. A lot of flack. People are saying, well, why don't we just keep Hometown Heartbeat? And I'm just going to tell you right now, listeners, that's probably not an option because I've got plans for that, which maybe I'll lay down for you after we talk to John David so you understand. But I did hear quite the loud cry of, well, you're not just going to change the name without talking to the listeners, are you? And I said, well, we are a show of the people, by the people, for the people. So if you've got something to say about our Beard, Boomer, Hometown Heartbeat, our identity crisis, as it were, we need to hear from you because hey, don't sit behind a keyboard and be a tough guy and then not pick up the phone and call in. That's all I got to say about that. Too many of those people in the world. So we are, if you've got Boomer and the Beard is the plan. Okay, and obviously, if you think of any other shows, John Boy Billy, Rick and Bubba, I mean, there's a lot of shows out there. There's two names, but there's 5 or 6 people, right? So if we wanted to be an Irish law firm, we could call ourselves every name on the show. But then we would have to start charging for legal advice, and that would be illegal because we're not lawyers. So, probably going to stick with 2 names. But Sandee took her a little while. She didn't talk to us for 48 hours. But then on Monday when we came back, it was okay. I'm kidding. You're listening to Hometown Heartbeat doing the Beard. I am Zach Walker, your big, beautiful bearded host. Sandee Krantz joining us this morning. Producer Connor will be right back.
WVNN Athens, WVNN FM Trinity, a Cumulus station. It's 6 o'clock. News starts now.
From ABC News, I'm Brian Clark. 19 days to Election Day, but millions of people have already cast their ballots. ABC's Mary Bruce says many states are reporting record turnout among early voters.
48 states now voting in person, smashing records across the country.
First time I'm voting early, but I didn't want to leave it to chance.
From Texas, where they lined up before dawn in Austin.
I don't mind standing in that line. I just want to vote.
To Georgia, where in just the first 2 days, more than 240,000 people have already voted in person.
Election mail will be prioritized by the U.S. Postal Service. It's part of a settlement over a lawsuit filed by the governor of Montana. Post Office has now agreed to reverse all the changes made over the summer. ABC legal analyst Royal Oakes has more on the suit.
The federal lawsuit claimed the Trump administration sought to dismantle some post office operations in a politically motivated attempt to curb voting by mail. The settlement agreement calls for jump-starting the vote by mail process.
President Trump and former Vice President Joe Biden will speak with voters tonight in prime time, but not with one another, as ABC's Elizabeth Schulze explains.
A debate initially scheduled for tonight was canceled after the president's COVID-19 diagnosis and his refusal to take part in a virtual debate. So NBC Wednesday announced a town hall with the president tonight at the same time as ABC's previously scheduled town hall with Joe Biden.
COVID-19 pandemic continues to be a main issue. New cases were up by 17% for the week ending October 13th. ABC's Mona Kosar-Abdi has more.
Cases of the virus are surging in 35 states. In Ohio, more than 2,000 new cases yesterday, the biggest spike in that state since the pandemic began. In Kansas, officials now reporting the largest 7-day increase in deaths and cases.
Senate Judiciary Committee begins to consider the nomination of Supreme Court nominee Amy Coney Barrett today after she testified for 2 days. You're listening to ABC News.
Balance of Nature's fruits and vegetables in a capsule, changing the world one life at a time.
I'm Dr. Paul Gooch. I'm an optometric physician at Southwest Vision in St. George, Utah. We have a practice where we do a lot of primary eye care, medical eye care. We know nutrition affects the health of the eyes. There are several diseases where nutrition plays a role that we've identified. So I do recommend Balance of Nature to my patients. It's almost a self-evident truth to me that if they eat a healthy diet that's rich in fruits and vegetables, they're going to give their bodies the rich source of biochemistry they need to have their best chance at being healthy.
Get a wide variety of all your daily recommended servings of whole fruits and vegetables without having to leave your home. Right now, Balance of Nature is offering free shipping and 35% off on any new preferred order. Call 1-800-2468-751 or go to balanceofnature.com and use discount code FRUITS.
No two of us are exactly alike. That's why you need a financial advisor with the freedom to focus on the details that make your life your own. Your family, the challenges you face, the dreams that inspire you. Whatever your goals, you need an advisor that can create a plan uniquely tailored to you. That's life well planned. To learn more, call Raymond James Financial Advisor Dustin Haraway, 256-705-0300. Located in downtown Huntsville. Raymond James Financial Services, Inc. Member FIRNA SIPC.
Thank you all for your support. This has been a great example of how we can come together. And to show our thanks, we provided these commemorative t-shirts for everyone.
Everyone? What? I only ordered enough for staff.
Are you kidding me?
How's it look?
Houston, we have a problem. Aardvark Tees is the source for the t-shirts that you really want, specializing in local custom printing for businesses, civic groups, clubs, and churches, providing the right t-shirts and the right graphics in all sizes from youth to 5XL. Brand your group in style with t-shirts from Aardvark Tees. We also do custom printing for youth groups, school clubs, corporate team building, and more. T-shirts are even great for family reunions. For high-quality prints and a variety of styles, call or message Aardvark Tees for your printing needs today. Call 256-732-4743. That's 732-4743. Or visit them online at aardvarktees.com. Aardvark Tees, the t-shirts you want for all your needs.
This is Mike 4 years ago. This is Mike having the same conversation with Debbie just last month. And today, he's at it again.
What's that, Mike?
I said our house is still underwater.
How do you know? Have you had it appraised lately?
Oh, well, no.
Has the coronavirus made your life less financially stable? Are you worried about your next mortgage payment? Reed's Family REI is a family-based real estate investing company ready to buy your house for cash in any area or condition and close in 2 weeks. You don't have to fix it up. There's no agent fees, and we handle the closing costs. Selling a home can be very stressful, and Wyatt Reed and his team at Reed's Family REI will put together the best possible offer for your specific needs. Sell your home fast with Reed's Family REI. 931-292-2875. That's 931-292-2875. And online at reedsfamilyrei.org. Reed's Family REI. Creative real estate experts for all your buying or selling needs.
The Mark Levin Show.
The response should be, of course, we will accept this peaceful transition of power, which the Democrats refused to do in 2016. But first, we have to make sure there is a transition of power, given the institutionalized corruption and vote fixing that's going on in these states. Are you aware of this, McConnell? Romney, do you have any idea what's taking place in at least 5 battleground states right now?
Weekdays at 5 p.m. Only on News Talk 770 AM, 92.5 FM, WVNN. Depend on it. Where Alabama talks. WVNN. Depend on it.
You're listening to Boomer and the Beard, Hometown Heartbeat, 6 minutes past the top of the hour. We are back. We are fired up, and Papa's got a brand new bag. So joining us this morning after not getting fair representation
oh my word
on the show this morning, we've got John David. Can you hear us, John David?
Sir, good morning, everyone.
Good morning, buddy.
Morning.
How are you?
I'm doing well.
So
a little concerned.
Yeah, well, and you should. There is cause for concern this morning, John David. John David, the pastor at Friendship Methodist at Cambridge, church plant over on Cambridge Lane. Beautiful building. If you haven't seen it or haven't visited, or if you're looking for a church home to visit, you should definitely check out John David. He's a great guy. He's become one of my good friends. He's definitely, we're super lucky to work with him. We worked with him yesterday on the fashion show, which is where this conversation all started, John David. We were talking about.
Oh, no.
We were talking about how we had a little bit of a, this is probably hard for a lot of people to understand, but I'm a relatively high-strung person.
What?
I know. I know. It's hard for people to believe. I get it, but I'm a relatively. I run 100 miles an hour all the time. I get it. So we had some issues yesterday, some challenges that were a little bit concerning at times, and my nature is to not necessarily I don't say that I freak out, but I get. Connor and I were talking about on the way home. I go tunnel vision, and and it's going to be a bloody path to get to whatever. We'll get it done. I'm going to get it done, but it might be a bloody path to get there. And we were talking about how calming of a presence you were yesterday, and how nice it was to have somebody who's kind of laid back and just. Your attitude the entire time was in fact, I think your exact quote was, "Don't worry, guys, we'll have these memories forever." And it was just a lighthearted comment and a perfectly timed moment. We were all little, Connor had hit the wrong button, and we spent an hour and a half of our lives that we can't get back. Basic mistake, yep. and Sandee's response, John David, was, John David, he's not laid back. He's not laid back. He'll come in my salon and just be like, ah!
No.
And
that's
so,
not,
hold on a
that's not
minute.
how that conversation went. Don't mute me. Don't mute.
Then don't interrupt. It was John David's turn to speak.
I'd like to make a point of order.
I would like to call the show to order. John David, you have the floor.
Thank you. Yeah, coming into Sandee's salon and making all of the noises that I can was probably the smallest contribution I could make to her salon. With the largest impact, because there's nothing better than sitting down in someone's shampoo chair and just moaning at the top of your lungs and making everyone else uncomfortable. It's wonderful. You should try it.
You know what?
I think Sandee's in trouble because isn't with a legal, if you go into the barber shop or the hair salon, isn't that like patient-client privilege? Have you kind of broken that?
Yeah. No, there is definitely. There is. Oh.
We let it all out there.
Well, that's terrible.
No, you can let it there.
According to the National Commerce Hair Care Law, possibility, yeah.
The Fair Hair Care Act of 2020.
When you moan loud enough for the people next door to your building can hear you,
listen, it's just attracting more customers. It's marketing, Sandee. Anything and everything about my voice is wonderful.
Yes.
And when people hear that moaning, they think, I got to get some of that.
Whatever's happening in that salon, as long as it's not like that Madison one that got shut down for the nevermind.
Like it is sounding really bad about my salon.
Yeah, well, no. Look, here's the deal. And just to be clear, the National Hair Care Act of 2020. If you visit our friends at Sport Clips, if you're a dude, our friends at Sport Clips, they might have a different take on that. Now, don't get me wrong. If you are looking for the salon experience, there's nothing better. There's nothing better in the world than SK Salon.
That's absolutely
true.
But
for the barbershop experience, maybe the Hair Care Act of 2020. I don't know. This client-patient privilege has gotten me a little concerned. When you say you let it all out, Sandee, it concerns me. That's a safe space. I need a safe space. I'm a millennial.
Well, then go to sports.
Just to be clear, two very different services. Sport Clips very, very, very good at what they do. SK very good at what they do. But I do have that moment when I walk into the salon, the barbershop, whatever, where I just reveal what's on my heart to my stylist, and for that to be not a sacred place of confidence, Sandee.
John David already signed a waiver.
Oh,
that anything that he said
I didn't know that
there could be used
against him.
against him in a court of law.
For
So
comedy,
we're good.
yes.
No, if I'm not mistaken, there are moments when I do believe Sandee has cleared other clients to not come in if she knows that I'm scheduled to come in.
Absolutely.
That's how good I have it. I can say whatever I want. It's wonderful. It's that kind of salon. If she knows I'm coming, nobody else gets to come. It's great.
Well, that's a customer service experience. It's unparalleled.
Now we do have.
Well,
a
it's
little,
it's to help keep her business open because there's no telling what. Yeah.
Now we do have an arrangement where I say, "Hey, John David, I've got a new stylist in, and we need to put her through a little initiation." And he says, "Oh, I cannot wait to do this."
I get so excited.
Yeah, he really does. Tell him about the time that I had a girl working there at the other location that we had, and you threw a pillow.
Oh.
Well, she wasn't doing it as good as I wanted her to do it, but that's actually not true. She was doing a fine job. I was just trying to.
So John David, like we were. Every now and then we'll have like downtimes and we do each other's hair. Okay, so we had this.
I'd be bored.
Brand new stylist. I know you would be bored. Yeah, there would be nothing unless
no
we
no VHS tapes to watch, no pagers to use. He'd be bored.
Paint like a target on his head or something. But anyway, so we had this
draw a
one
line down here
stylist.
to make it look like a butt.
Oh my gosh. We had a stylist there and we were like doing a treatment on her hair. She was sitting under the dryer and John David walks in there and I told him, I said, "This is a new stylist in there." And he was like, "Oh my gosh, watch this." So he walks in there and he sits down in the chair just like very abruptly and he's like, "I'm so mad." And she's just sort of like, "Hey." And we're watching all of this and she has no clue. And he's like, "Hey, do you know Sandee? Do you know her? Do you know her?" And she was like, "Yeah, she's my boss." Yeah. And he goes, "Oh, well, we used to date back in the day. And like I still keep in touch with her and everything. And she says I stalk her, but no, I don't stalk her." And he takes a pillow out of the dryer chair and throws it across the room. And he's like, "I'm so mad at her right now." And about that time, she just lifts the dryer hood up and she turns it off and walks out of the room and we're all standing there watching her dying laughing.
So good.
It was awesome. It was so fantastic. So I can always depend on John David to put my girls through a really great initiation.
Well, look, John David, when Sandee started talking that smack, I just wanted to make sure that you had an opportunity to come here and defend yourself. That's all. I was just looking out for you.
Oh,
buddy.
there's no need to defend. I totally did that.
Okay. All right. Well, that's fair. John David Crowe again, the pastor at Friendship at Cambridge, if you guys want to check him out. Thanks for the call, John David. I hope you have a great day, buddy. We'll talk to you soon, all right?
Okay, jetpack. That's what I would do with $72 million.
Jetpack. Okay, jetpack. Hey, that's a heck of a tease there. I appreciate that, John David.
You should look up the story of the guy that's mysteriously flying around Los Angeles County with a jetpack. That's who he is. It's a great article.
That's actually sitting right here on the old prep board. It's on the list for the show the rest of the day. So I appreciate that. But hey, if you're looking for something to do from 5 to 7, you know where we're at. So thank you for that. We've got on line one, we've got Leonard joining us. Let's go to Leonard. He's got something for us on the show name. So Leonard, what do you got for us, buddy?
I think you need to keep the name Hometown Heartbeat.
Okay, why's that?
Well, yesterday alone you threatened to fire a boomer at least 10 times.
That's a good point. Then I'd just have to find
and you're not
another old
including
dude to take his spot.
Sandee.
Wait, what did you say? I think I heard my name. What did you say?
You don't include Sandee in the name.
Yeah, well, that's...
Leonard, thank you.
Leonard, do you listen to a lot of talk radio?
Yes.
So, have you ever listened to a show that sounds like an Irish law firm with like 14 names on it, or do most shows have just a couple of names, even when they have more than a couple of people on the microphone?
Right. But Hometown Heartbeat, that's what y'all are. Y'all are down to earth, talking about life, not so much politics.
Yeah.
Oh, Leonard.
Well, Leonard, I appreciate the call, and I appreciate that we will take it under advisement, certainly, no doubt about that. We're going to go to a break, and when we come back, we've got a jetpack we've got to talk about, and it is manager in... I want to do it. That's all I'm saying. You're listening to Hometown Heartbeat. I am Zach Walker, your big beautiful bearded host. We'll be right back.
You're listening to Hometown Heartbeat.
Though the world is full of wonders to amaze you as you roam, some of life's greatest treasures are found very close to home.
Find your own treasures at Highway 31 Flea Market. We have it all. Lots of furniture, both painted and project pieces, along with chairs, tables, televisions, books, and so much more. Our prices are unbeatable with products you'll love. Maybe you're looking for a bed frame, or maybe some tools. You'll find a great selection right here at Highway 31 Flea Market. We also have all kinds of collectibles and antiques. Want even more deals? You can jump on board with our week-long online auctions, beginning every Tuesday at 7 p.m. It's simple. You can join the auction at fleamarket.highbid.com. That's fleamarket.hibid.com. And be sure to visit us Monday through Saturday from 9 till 5 at Highway 31 Flea Market on Highway 31 South in Athens. What will you find when you shop Highway 31 Flea Market?
As you know, our friend Mike Lindell has a passion to help everyone get the best sleep of their life. He didn't stop at the MyPillow. Let me tell you something. I just got my Giza Dream bed sheets, and they are unbelievable. Mike found this cotton called Giza cotton. It's incredibly soft, super breathable, extremely durable, 60-day money back. That same money back guarantee, that same 10-year warranty that you have on that MyPillow you love so much. The first night you sleep on the Giza sheets, you will never want anything else. Let me tell you something. My son, he's 4. He knows the difference. He knows the difference. He said, Daddy, where are those soft sheets that Mr. Mikey sent me? I said, don't worry, kid, I got you. Pulled them out of the dryer, put them on there. Listen, you right now have a special offer. You will receive 2 for 1 low price and free shipping on the Giza Dream Sheets if you call 1-800-889-7318 or go to mypillow.com/radio specials. Use the promo code BEARD. Again, mypillow.com, radio specials, promo code BEARD.
What's better than pizza? That's right, nothing. Well, maybe except for the many ways you can eat it. I like thinner crust. Oh, and with a side of ranch. Mm-hmm.
I'll take mine with a pretty crazy assortment of toppings. Thousands. With a side of wings. Hot ones.
Pizza. It's a beautiful thing and found all over the world. But for your slice of the pie here locally, you want to try Donato's Pizza in Madison. Enjoy our famous pizzas loaded with edge-to-edge toppings, 100 slices of pepperoni, the family recipe sausage, fresh hand-cut veggies, and premium cheeses like our aged smoked provolone. You'll notice the Donato's difference. But why stop there? We also offer subs, calzones, wings, and desserts. Don't keep eating those same old leftovers. Make tonight a Donato's night with Donato's Pizza on Madison Boulevard in Madison. Call 256-772-6789. That's 772-6789. And online at Donatos.com. Donato's Pizza, where every piece is important.
The Mark Levin Show.
God forbid if the Democrats win all the branches of government, in addition to burning our republic down, you're going to see massive inflation. The way they want to spend, you're going to see an economy that just is at the brink. You're going to see a slaughter of jobs. Centralized government will get more and more powerful. Government will get bigger and bigger, and you know the rest.
Weekdays at 5 p.m. Only on News Talk 770 AM, 92.5 FM, WVNN. Depend on it. The Dale Jackson Show. Weekday mornings only on WVNN.
Welcome back to Hometown Heartbeat with Boomer and the Beard. I am Zach Walker, your big, beautiful, bearded host. Checking in this morning, we got Sandee Lou Who, producer Connor, Will Hampson on the ones and twos. Let me tell you about Lane Chiropractors here in Athens. Lane Chiropractic, the best chiropractic experience I've ever had my entire life. Let me tell you why. Dr. Lang has a whole body approach. He doesn't just want to fix the symptom. He doesn't want to just make you feel better. He wants to actually fix your problem, and that's just a rare thing. I've never met anybody that want to work themselves out of a job. Dr. David Lang does, because he doesn't want you to become a slave to your treatment. So he wants to fix it. He is a great man. He actually will be here in studio tomorrow, so that's exciting. But give him a call today, 256-444-1600, right here in Athens, Highway 72 in the Public Shopping Center. Tell him the Beard sent you, and don't forget, Dr. Lang has your back. All right. Tell me about this jetpack fella.
China Airlines crew reported seeing someone in a jetpack flying at 6,000 feet near the L.A. International Airport. The crew member spotted the person about 7 miles northwest of the airport at 1:45 p.m. yesterday. Basically, the jetpack flying around, warning the commercial pilot he was just about to land at the airport. So you're flying.
This is not
your
the
plane.
first time. This guy's been out there since September. They're calling him Rocket Man. Rocket Man.
I wouldn't want a jetpack.
Why not?
Oh, I would.
That'd be awesome.
Closer to the ground you are, the better chance you have to live. I like living.
Says the old man.
So it's like people always ask me, like,
no, it makes sense
to go skydiving. And then I was like, okay, I may do that or whatever. Then I would find out that it'd be like, well, do you weigh under 250? And I'd always be like, well, I'm like 255. I don't want to like hit the – I just don't want to break the limit.
Yeah, that's one area where the weight limit might be something you don't want to test. Like if someone says don't stand on this 4-foot ladder if you're over, I might give that a go. But at 10,000 feet, I probably wouldn't test that one.
I have trouble setting up an Outlook meeting. Do you think I need to fly a jetpack?
He's been struggling with communication since the pager went out of style.
Yeah.
He really thrived in an environment where a number just showed up on a screen, and he found a payphone, put a quarter in, and dialed the number. That was a whole lot better for him.
God gives you talents, and sometimes it's just narrowed down into one area.
Yeah, for you, it's pretty narrow there in one area.
I met a DJ, and I'm good at music.
There you go. Yeah, well, sort of. The Department of English at Cornell University. This is, we've been talking about creating segments. Here's a segment, because we seem to find stories like this all the time. It's another edition of woke folks thinking they're smarter than you are, and so we got to come up with a theme song for that. We've got to get that out there, because here we've got way too many of these stories. Cornell, the English department of Cornell, recently voted by a wide margin to change its name to the Department of Literatures in English in order to eliminate, as one faculty member put it, the conflation of English as a language and English as a nationality. Connor, I need some help here, buddy.
What'd you say?
Connor, what does inflation?
Whatty?
Like the blending, I guess, of two things.
So to translate this into redneck terms,
sounds like
the
a rash.
combining as English language. Oh, I see what they're saying.
Yeah, because English can mean in the language of English.
They voted to take away the tie between English as a language and our nationality.
Well, the British national English British.
Is it the English British?
As in from England, yes.
Huh.
That'd be, well, if you're from Ireland, you're Irish.
No, that's not what they're trying to say. The decision to demand a change was spurred by this summer's resurgence of the Black Lives Matter movement. So it's got nothing to do with the UK. And that look you just gave me is the look I'd give all of Cornell's English department. You freaking kidding me? Are you freaking kidding me? According to Professor Carol Boyce Davies, English, one of the original proposed writers, as a result, the faculty felt a sense of obligation to react in their own department. So I'm with you, okay? Because the English nationality is not the American nationality. It's the English as in from England, as in. Yeah. Yet, okay, so these people are so much smarter than we are. They're so much smarter than we are that they don't know what the English nationality is. Is this serious? They voted by a wide margin to take English language and separate it out from the English nationality, yet they don't even know what. Oh, spurred on by the Black Lives Matter movement. Connor, are you reading something over there that you can help us understand what in the heck's going on here? What surprised us, quote, was the fact that so many of the white faculty of the English department signed on. By the time we were ready to officially take it to the department as a whole, we had 75% of the faculty. Okay,
I'm trying to read this article.
Struggling.
I don't get it.
Yeah, no. You know why? Do you know why? Because it doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Now, if you wanted to add clarity, then I get it. But that's not what I think they were trying to do.
Here's a quote. I think leadership matters, Levin noted to the paper. This isn't just us doing a symbolic gesture. This is in keeping with the university's call to have us really rethink our everyday practices around racism.
That's why I just go to Calhoun.
Yeah, Connor, if you can translate what in the heck's going on here, I sure would appreciate it because I'm really struggling here. I'm going to read this quote one more time. They were eliminating the conflation of English as a language and English as a nationality.
And I get that, but I don't get the progressive reasoning behind it. It just seems like a simple act of clarifying. But it doesn't.
Okay, so let me ask you this. In what way does it, because it doesn't make sense to me in any way. Maybe that's probably because I'm just not very smart. But what do you mean you get it in terms of clarifying gesture?
Well, if you say English literature, you could be referencing literature that is from England.
That originates in the United Kingdom.
Yeah. Or you could be referencing literature that is written in English. So from that point of view, I get it.
Okay, so that makes sense to me. I can write, that everybody following so far? Okay.
What do I got to do to get a C in the class?
I don't know that you could get a C at all.
Put my name on the paper?
Right.
Well, nowadays, that's probably right. Yeah.
I'm struggling.
I think the way that this reads is their argument is that England at one point, obviously their empire spanned a lot of the globe. Mm-hmm. So the English language spread to a very diverse group of people beyond the white English guys. Mm-hmm. So you had people speaking English in Africa, Asia, all over the world. Mm-hmm. But these people are more diverse and go beyond the English nationality. That's what I think that they're trying to do. They're trying to remove...
Golly, you talk about overcooking your grits.
Yeah, it sounds like a bit of a reach to me.
Yeah,
but I think that's what they're going for.
This is the very definition of overcooked grits.
They were actually having the same debate at Waffle House in Athens this morning. Kind of ironic.
Is that why you were late?
Would you like to talk about English or scattered and covered?
I'd like to talk about the conflation of the potato and the cheese in the scattered, covered, and
makes
smothered.
me consuflated.
Oh my God!
Okay.
Wow.
Okay, I hear you. Let me tell you what is much less confusing.
Sorry, I had to wrap it up there. I was trying to help out. Rains.
Well, let me tell you what would be much less confusing.
Wow.
That would be MyPillow. Let me tell you guys about we love MyPillow. Right now, they are offering you a very special deal. You're welcome. 2 for the price of 1 and free shipping. Look, Mike Lindell didn't stop at pillows, towels, and mattress toppers. He brought in the Giza Dream bed sheets. They feel great. They're unbelievable. And you know what makes them different is Giza cotton. It is extremely durable, but it's incredibly breathable. They come with the same 60-day money-back guarantee and a 10-year warranty. The first night you sleep on the Giza Dream sheets, you will never want to sleep on anything else. They come in a variety of sizes and colors. Like I said, 2 for the price of 1, free shipping. Go to mypillow.com/radio specials. Use promo code BEARD to check out mypillow.com/radio specials. Promo code BEARD or 800-889-7318. We'll be right back.
You're listening to Hometown Heartbeat. This is News Talk 770 AM, 92.5 FM, WVNN. News starts now.
The rate of new COVID-19 cases continues to climb sharply in many areas of the country. The rate of new positive tests increased by 17% for the week ending October 13th. Today, the nation's top infectious disease doctor, Anthony Fauci, on Good Morning America, voiced his opposition to suggestions to pursue so-called herd immunity, where lower-risk people go about their lives in a more or less normal setting.
This idea that we have the power to protect the vulnerable is total nonsense because history has shown that that's not the case.
He also said he's not a political person, as he's criticized the Trump campaign for including his comments from earlier in the year in a new campaign ad. President Trump tonight will speak with voters in a town hall in Florida after he refused to participate in a virtual debate. Town hall takes place at the same time as ABC airs a town hall with former Vice President Joe Biden in Philadelphia. And the Senate Judiciary Committee begins considering the Supreme Court nomination of Amy Coney Barrett today. She's still on track for confirmation. Brian Clark, ABC.
My great-great-aunt Bertha May had certain words she would not let us say at the dinner table. Nowadays, if you're a government contractor, CMMC is one of those words. Cybersecurity Maturity Model Certification. It's where you've got to be in the DoD world if you want to bid and win government contracts. 256-975-4758. My friends at Simple Helix, look, they're not afraid, and they can show you a cost-effective path to becoming CMMC compliant. What that means, they're going to help you navigate the process. They're going to make a plan, and they're going to get you to those big government contracts you need. Give my friends at Simple Helix a call today at 256-975-4758. That's 975-4758. Tell them the Beard sent you.
Remember being in your favorite sport clips, getting set for that great MVP haircut experience? Yeah, how about if we made that wait even shorter? Now, with Sport Clips On Deck text alerts, when you check in online or with our app, we'll text you a 15-minute heads up when it's time to head in. And when you're the next man up, you'll get another text to come take your seat. Less wait time, more prime time. Sport Clips. It's good to be a guy.
When people walk through our doors, they all see something different.
A tree house.
Our dream home.
Our cabin in the woods.
A new golf course community.
When you have every conceivable building material imaginable in place, the possibilities are limitless.
Purcell Lumber and Mill Shop. Let us bring your home improvement project to life. The best products and name brands in residential and commercial building supplies. From lumber to Benjamin Moore paints, DeWalt tools, custom millwork, doors, and more. Looking for something specific? Our friendly and knowledgeable staff is here to make sure you find the products you need to complete your home projects. Pay a visit today to Purcell Lumber and Mill Shop on Clinton Street in Athens and online at PurcellLumberandMillShop.com. Or for questions, give us a call at 256-232-6320. Purcell Lumber and Mill Shop in Athens, where builders, remodelers, and home improvement specialists come to shop.
In her New York Times op-ed, the columnist Michelle Goldberg accused Republicans of bad faith. She mocked Republicans for being shocked at Democrat plans to play constitutional hardball by packing the Supreme Court. She says constitutional hardball is how Republicans play, so they have no right to complain. Now, in her mind, Democrats are victims. President Obama's lower court nominees and Merrick Garland, they were blocked. She says that Democrats are champions of equality, while Republicans are a bunch of racists who have opposed pro-civil rights judges since Reconstruction. Let's talk about equality. The Republican Party was born to counter Democrats. They were the party of slave owners, the KKK. If it weren't for Republicans, the civil rights legislation of the 60s would not have passed. Democrats were blocking it. Now let's talk about hardball history. Judge Bork, he was smeared. He was borked by Ted Kennedy. Justice Thomas, smeared by Joe Biden's Judiciary Committee. Justice Alito, smeared. Justice Kavanaugh was subjected to the most despicable smear campaign in judicial history. Now, Republicans have never played that kind of hardball, not with Justice Sotomayor, Justice Kagan, or even their liberal icon, Ruth Buzzy Ginsburg, no matter how far left their nominees are. And no, we're not shocked when Democrats play hardball and descend into the sewer. That's where you have to go to meet them. We expect it. More than 75% of identity theft victims who had accounts opened in their name did not find out that they had been victimized from their bank or credit card company. Don't be like them. Get Lifelock identity theft protection. Lifelock sees certain threats that you could miss if you're only monitoring your credit and bank statements. Plus, if you are a victim of identity theft, a U.S.-based Lifelock restoration specialist dedicated to your case will work to fix it. Now, no one can prevent all identity theft or monitor all transactions at all businesses, but LifeLock looks out for you in a whole lot of ways, including scanning the dark web where stolen identity info is often found. Get your free dark web scan, in fact, at lifelock.com/scan, and then pick the plan that's right for you. Save 25% off your first year with the promo code RUSH. It's real simple. lifelock.com/scan.
For up-to-the-minute news, log on to WVNN.com. Depend on it.
Welcome back to Hometown Heartbeat. I am Zach Walker without the music. We are running wide open this morning. We are just bowed up and ready to go. I do need to tell you guys about my friends over at Purcell Lumber and Custom Millwork. Purcell Lumber and Custom Millwork is the premier place to get anything you need for your do-it-yourself project, to build a house, to remodel your kitchen, whatever it is. They are the best place to do it here in town. The customer service is an art form there. It is still number one on the old importance list, and Lynn Purcell's a great man, a good friend, and we are excited that they have decided to join us as advertising partners, and you guys need to take care of them. You got to go shop. You got to go shop. If you like this show, you need to support our partners, and you can do so by calling 256-232-6320. That's 232-6320. Tell them the Beard sent you. We've got Fish on line 3. We're going to go time limit on the phone call because we've got stories we need to cover. So, Fish, you've got 60 seconds. What do you got? Hello. Okay, you had 6 seconds. No can do. We will jump into this next story, and it's got me keyed up here. I'm a little perplexed. I'm a little bothered. I'm a lot bothered, actually.